you very much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I'm normally long-winded, but I'll try to keep it short. And I have to tell you, all the wind you're feeling is coming from the state capitol. There's a lot of hot air in there.
Yes.
I'm a Republican conservative. I served 8 years for Ronald Reagan. I was on his Citizens Kitchen cabinet. I led the transition team from Colorado. I was the head of his appointment committee with Tom Tancredo, and he was my man. And I want you to know, the last few months, I have been looking around and realizing all we have left is our principles. We are living in a time that the only thing that is growing is government. And our taxes are putting families in the poorhouse, and very soon we're going to be working more for the government than we are for our own families. I think if I was in bondage in Africa, somebody would send somebody over to free me. I doubt here that they'll free me. I want a candidate for governor who stands for yours and my principles. Cutting taxes, reducing government. I don't want a candidate giving me the BS that I, of all people, should know he needs money to govern. I want a candidate that when I put up both hands, I can tell the player without a scorecard. I put 3 amendments, helpfully, with Russ Hawes and Lou Schroeder on the ballot to cut taxes. One of our gubernatorial candidates told me he couldn't sign those because he had to have money to govern. I don't want a candidate that has to sign an agreement to say he'll be a conservative and then can get elected, and I can tell you, and I've told this to Tom Tancredo, he'll give us the middle finger. I want a candidate I know is a conservative and will stand for principles that you and I can support. I realize the big bucks try to control politics, but in my 45 years in Colorado politics, they lose more than they win. I want a principled conservative that stands for the people. I have that in my candidate. He's not a recycled politician who has spent his life at the public trough. He is a businessman who had to work for a living. It's time for people like you and me to stand up what we support and believe in. Put our hands in our wallets, because you can't elect a candidate without money. And the big guys have millions. We don't have millions, but we can help our candidates win. That's critical. Donate what we can. Liberty isn't free. It's time we give the finger to big bucks. I give you, the next governor of Colorado, a conservative, a man of principles, and a candidate for the people, Dan Maes.